Ravi, Lucas Erceg, the hard-throwing right-hander with the Oakland A's, has been traded to the Kansas City Royals. After they got Hunter Harvey, they were still looking for bullpen help. They went out and got Michael Lorenzen, so they're going to move Alec Marsh to the bullpen. But Erceg could eventually be their closer. And
will help. What they do like is Raul Perez and Alexander Albertus. That's what the White Sox got in return. We'll talk more about that in just a bit. We'll bring Jeff, maybe Jesse Rogers in on that from the perspective of the two teams, though. And it feels like, given the Crochet Skubal stuff, the most important piece of that other teams are interested in was Fetty.
Yeah, Fetty, and he reinvented himself. He went to the KBO. When he came back, he dumped the curveball that he was throwing before, and he went to the sweeper and to the sinker again, and it worked for him. I think those were the two pitches that really had a lot of effect. He never threw the sweeper before, comes back analytically and deals. So he cannot be judged as who he was before the KBO. He's been excellent for the White Sox. He's going to be excellent as he moves on. But I think that the White Sox, and they've been hit hard, their perspective is on the two young guys. Will those two guys be effective for them? Yes, because Fetty will now give the Cardinals depth, right, not only for this year, but also for next year.
And I'm really interested in Michael Kopech going to the Dodgers. When they got Tyler Glasnow, one of their guys told me this is a match made in heaven. Yeah. The Dodgers are really good at taking someone who's good and getting the best out of them. That is something that could happen with Michael Kopech. He throws 100 miles an hour, had an immaculate inning this year. Maybe they can harness exactly whatever he's missing that makes him a little bit erratic. I love that for the Dodgers because they need pitching help, starting and reliever.
Tim, at his best, you know this, Michael Kopech is potentially better than any reliever who moves at this time. The Dodgers just have to unlock that. They seem to have a gift at doing that. And look, we thought going into the year they would have the best bench. That has not been the case.
St. Louis came out of this deal extremely well. They essentially gave up Tommy Edman and got a cost-controlled starter who's really good for 2 years. And on top of that, Tommy Pham is a rental.
Salvage this. What did they salvage with those prospects?
Well, we still don't know how Vargas, Perez, and Albertus are going to work out. Vargas has played in the big leagues. We think we know what he'll be, some sort of contributor. Perez and Albertus, both 19-year-old infielders that are in low A, so a ways off. Right now, not in the top 150 prospects in baseball. Perez, more of a power over hit guy with a little more upside. I think he's a little better prospect. Albertus, a hit first guy without a lot of power. More of a third baseman. These guys look like they have a chance to be big league contributors, but because they're so young and so far away, maybe there's more than that. Gives you a chance to dream. Whereas Vargas, we kind of have an idea of what kind of guy that's going to be. Some around the league have panned this as not enough of a return, not as much as, say, Toronto got for just a rental of Kikuchi. Mm-hmm. We'll see how that plays out. These guys are not current big leaguers, so we don't know yet, but it looks a little weaker than some other comp.
This is Sam Vaughn for Sam's Sports Report. Today's date is Wednesday, July 31st, 2024. Yesterday was the trade deadlines. Here are some trade deals that the Royals and Cardinals and Cubs all got. Yankees receive Jack Nakey for a number 22 prospect, Ben Quatter, Yankees number 929 prospect. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. Today's date. This is Sam Vaughn for Sam Sports Report. Today's date is Wednesday, July 31st, 2024. Yesterday was the trade deadlines. Here are some trade deals that the Royals and Cardinals and Cubs all got. Yankees receive Jack Nakey for a number 22 prospect, Ben Quatter, Yankees number 929 prospect. Just because any Royals big trades were after Lorenzo, The Kansas City Royals got Michael Lorenzo on Monday, and they got more on Tuesday. The Texas Rangers are finalizing a deal to the Kansas City Royals for Andrew Chafin. Paul DeYoung switching dugouts on Thursday on Tuesday at Guaranteed Rate Field is traded to the Royals per sources. Moore Bear reached a agreement for 4 years, $110 million extension. That includes $62 million guaranteed. The Cardinals trade deadline was mentioned here. That was their big trade. And now we get set for the baseball games. The Royals play the Sox, who they are 11-1 against. Have a chance to go 12-1 against. And they came back again last night on a single that gave them a lead 4-2, but then the White Sox responded with one, but would not be able to respond with another. Sam Long gets his first save. Game time today at 1:10 as Michael Walker will get the tab for the Royals and Drew Thrope will get the tab for the White Sox. The Cardinals will play the Rangers today at 1:15. Andrew Haney will go for the Rangers and Michael McGrave will go for the Cardinals. He is making his Major League debut. The Cubs and Reds, Kyle Hendricks will go for the Cubs and Nick London will go for the Reds. Game time 6:10 as Kyle Hendricks was one of those players that not traded. The Kansas City Royals are finalizing a deal for pitcher Lucas Elang, also Oakland sources tell ESPN. Now we move on to today's topic. And I'm going to challenge that topic is, she says humanity is not made by two people. Humanity, let me just read you the definition. Humanity is a human race which includes everyone on earth. It's also a qualities to make up human, such as the ability to love and comprehension, and not to be robot or alien. She is talking about here how gay parents absolutely make gay kids. She would be a horrible parent, I have to agree. Just for people like her is why we have laws against gays, and they got laws against some countries where they can't get married. I don't like the homophobic word either. She's just a jerk. I mean, that's probably true. I agree. She wouldn't open her mouth so much, we'd be in a better place. That's Sam Vaughn Sports and Sam Vaughn's Mental Health Day. Royals trades were after Lorenzo. The Kansas City Royals got Michael Lorenzo on Monday, and they got more on Tuesday. Paul DeYoung switching dugouts on Tuesday at Guaranteed Rate Field is traded to the Royals per sources. Moore Bear reached a agreement for 4 years, $110 million extension. That includes $62 million guaranteed. Cardinals trade deadline was mentioned here. That was their big trade. And now we get set for the baseball games. The Royals play the Sox, who they are 11-1 against. Have a chance to go 12-1 against. And they came back again last night on a single that gave them a lead 4-2, but then the White Sox respond with one, but would not be able to respond with another. Sam Long gets his first save. Game time today at 1:10 as Michael Walker will get the tab for the Royals and Drew Thrope will get the tab for the White Sox. The Cardinals will play the Rangers today at 1:15. Andrew Haney will go for the Rangers and Michael McGrave will go for the Cardinals. He is making his Major League debut. The Cubs and Reds, Kyle Hendricks will go for the Cubs and Nick London will go for the Reds. Game time 6:10 as Kyle Hendricks was one of those players that not traded. The Kansas City Royals are finalizing a deal for pitcher Lucas Elang, also Oakland sources tell ESPN.